Hi, I'm Jillian and welcome to my grandparents' backyard. Today I'm going to take a special trip to my grandfather's garden to pick fresh rhubarb to make a strawberry rhubarb compote, perfect over vanilla ice cream for hot summer nights. So let's go back and see my grandfather. I'm here in the garden with my grandfather, also known as Bumpa. Bumpa, thank you for being on my show.
It's a pleasure, and I know your grandmother loves the idea of being on the show too, so don't forget her.
I won't, don't worry.
Okay.
So Bump, what makes a good rhubarb? How do you know when to pick them?
Well, I like to pick them when they're red.
Okay.
And what you try to do is pick the thicker ones first.
Oh.
And they come different sizes, like for instance, even with thickness. But the key is to try to get the red stalks. So not the red stalks, not the Boston Red Sox. We're talking the red stalks. And you use those and you chop them up into pieces, and you're off and running. It's going to have a rhubarb flavor. Now, sometimes you do take some of the others, the greens. They're fine too.
Now, do you think those will be more tart than the red ones, or do you think
I think the green tends to be a little more tart. The red is a little bit sweeter.
Okay.
So if I had my way and everything here was the color that I would like, it would be red.
Okay.
But the green is a good substitute. Rhubarb is rhubarb.
But Bumpa brings up a good point. That's why we're adding the strawberries, and we'll also be adding sugar, because rhubarb does tend to be tart. So you always have to add something sweet to it.
But sometimes you don't want to do too much of that, because a lot of people love that tart flavor.
That's what makes rhubarb special.
And you can't get it 12 months a year, particularly local rhubarb. It's only available a couple of months, and you got to take advantage of that.
All right, so we're going to bring these into my grandmother to clean up and to cut.
And I'm sure she'll do a great job with it.
She always does.
Yes, she does.
My Nana has cut the rhubarb and washed it thoroughly. If you buy it in the market, you should also wash it. It's cut into about inch long strips, and it's time to put in to the saute pan. So we're just going to put it right into the pan, and we're using a hot pan. We just warmed it up to medium heat. And the reason we're not adding liquids to this is because rhubarb really creates its own liquid once it's cooked. So to that we're going to add about 10 strawberries, sliced kind of thickly, because this all breaks down. And to the strawberries and the rhubarb, we're going to add 3/4 cup of sugar. Now you're just going to watch that until it all breaks down and turns into, you know, something that looks like a chunky jelly almost. It's very thick and syrupy, as you can see, and basically all of the fruits have melted down. I'm just going to cook this for 2 more minutes, and then it'll be time to cool down and put over some vanilla ice cream.
Oh, there's nothing like planting your own food in the garden, watching it grow, and then getting a chance to eat it. This is and fresh. This is outstanding. Rhubarb strawberry compote. Oh boy, it's really delicious. Really. Well, I'll tell you, after I finish this, I think I'm going to have seconds, because it's really that good. And that makes me kind of proud now that I spent that time planting and growing that rhubarb. It's really excellent. It's very, very good. Jillian, you do an excellent job, and I'm very proud of your work. No question about it. Very proud of your work. Very good. Very good. We'll have to do more of this in the future. No question about it. We'll do more of this in the future. All right. Okay. And then that vanilla bean ice cream really went very well with the strawberries and, of course, my favorite, the rhubarb. Nothing like rhubarb in New England.